All right, the last module, module 13, we are going to be going over public relations, press releases, and personal sales. The learning objective for this module is explain the role of public relations in shaping a brand's image and managing communication, identify common PR tools and tactics used to build credibility and goodwill, describe the purpose and structure of a press release, understand the stages and benefits of personal selling, recognize when personal selling is appropriate based on product type and buying context. Starting with public relations, which is the practice of managing the spread of information between a product, company, organization, or brand and the public or stakeholders. Functions of public relations: promote goodwill and build trust, lobby for the good of the company, promote positive brand image, manage publicity, maintain investor relations. Tools and tactics: creating press kits, drafting and distributing press releases, speaking at events as a company representative, sponsoring events, giving back to the community, creating publications and newsletters, building relationships with the media, communicating with the public during a crisis, and providing PR consultation, image management for company leadership. Some of the benefits of public relations is while advertising is directly paid for by the company and therefore considered suspect as to its credibility, public relations facilitates messaging such as newspaper articles or television news stories. These are communicated through third-party sources and are viewed as more credible. So here's an example here: public relations, Star Wars, social media, passing the box office baton to Avengers. Avengers, Infinity War shattered Star Wars, The Force Awakens record for the biggest opening weekend ever by grossing over $250 million. Lucasfilm, the studio that created and produced Star Wars, wasn't bitter though. Instead, they were proud of their friends over at Marvel Studios and sent them a heartwarming congratulatory tweet. By applauding them for their incredible accomplishment, Star Wars earned the respect of movie lovers everywhere and received media coverage for the gesture. So good, positive public relations there. Lyft and Netflix, strange mode, industry relations. Here's an example here. You can click on the YouTube video. I know there's probably a ton of you Stranger Things fans out there, so click and watch this one. With over 360,000 people who binge watched Stranger Things 2 within a day of its release, it's clear the show created unprecedented amounts of hype leading up to its premiere date. One of the stunts that built up this hype was Lyft and Netflix's strange mode prank. By immersing Lyft customers in an environment that was as terrifying, strange, and eerily similar to Hawkins, Indiana, they made Stranger Things fans feel like they were actually in the Upside Down. So, public relations as a collab with Netflix. Old Spice, paper blazer ad, marketing communications. So this is good old paper. When fragrance brands advertise in magazines, they usually show off their aromas by drenching an ad with their latest cologne or perfume. But Old Spice realized people usually don't enjoy unexpectedly pungent scents when they're flipping through their favorite magazine. So Old Spice gently ribbed other fragrance brands by inserting a paper blazer doused in their new cologne Captain in their print ad in GQ magazine. Then they wrote about how these paper blazers can help men attract attention not only with trendy style, but also with masculine smell. Humor and cleverness is one of the best ways to appeal to your audience and gain earned media attention. So here you go. Pretty funny. All right, press releases. A press release is an official announcement, written or recorded, that an organization issues to the news media and beyond, sometimes called a press statement, a news release, or a media release. So I've been highly involved in writing some of these in the past. Here's an example here. But here's kind of the steps on how to do it. Make your headline irresistible, use action verbs, clear, understandable language, and keep your headline simple and short and make it interesting. Convey the news value to the press. The first paragraph should cover the who, what, why, where, and how of your new launch, update, or development. Offer a tempting quote. Ideally, quotes will be from key stakeholders in your company, including your executive team, project leads, or those directly impacted by your announcement. Quoting key figures and authorities underlines the importance of your development. So if you follow the 1, 2, 3 here, here's example 1, 2, 3 here. 4, provide valuable background information on the subject. Offer details here that strengthen your narrative, like creative or noteworthy ways your company developed the project or announcement at hand. Or, when applicable, comment on future implications of the announcement. 5, summarize the who and the what and add in your boilerplate. Describe what your company does in clear, plain English. Include a link to your company's homepage early on and make your boilerplate straightforward. So this is a boilerplate right here, 5. So yeah, read through this example here and the steps, and you can write your own press release. Types of press releases: new product launches, mergers and acquisitions, updates to existing products, hosting or attending an event, opening a new office, introducing a new partnership, rebranding, promoting hiring a new executive, or receiving an award. So lots of great ideas here on when and how to write press releases. Tips for publishing. Publishing on website, blogs, social media platforms, and emails. Reach out to specific journalists that cover stories in your industry and send them personalized messages. Send the release to top journalists the day before you publish to give them time to craft a story around your press release. If you're publishing your press release on a distribution service like PR Newswire or Business Wire, avoid publishing it on the hour 9 a.m. or 4 p.m. Most companies schedule their releases to go out on the hour, which means if your release goes out on the hour, it could get lost in the shuffle. Please note, when using distribution services like these two here, they are very successful. However, they do cost money. If your press release gets picked up by the media, keep the buzz going and continue to share on your stories and posts. All right, personal sales. Personal selling is the interaction between a frontline employee and a potential customer designed to influence a purchase. A key feature is B2B sales, where purchases are larger, are made less often, and rely heavily on the company-client relationship. So example could be a car salesman, real estate agent, common for products that are expensive, involve a lot of risk for the buyer, or in the business-to-business channel. Personal selling often contains the following stages: prospecting, looking for potential customers, vetting potential customers, pre-approach, researching the prospect, determining best mode of action, approach, contacting prospect, gaining their attention, setting up a meeting, presentation, presenting information and benefits to prospect, addressing any objections, close, obtaining the sale, follow-up, ensuring purchase satisfaction. Some of the benefits of personal sales. Personal selling can be completely customized for each customer in each purchase situation. A salesperson can develop a customized sales presentation for each prospect. The salesperson is also able to address any objections directly and immediately. Works best for products with a high enough selling price and profit margin to cover the cost of the sales employees. A good fit for products that are complex or require extensive explanation or customization for the client. I do personal sales with my marketing services that I provide clients. Each client is customized, and I am the salesperson, the marketing person, the producer. I'm a one-person show, so I do all the work. I can address objections directly and immediately, and I can make sure it's a good fit for the client, and sometimes it's not a good fit. So I definitely am personally selling every single day. All right, Module 3 assignments: Social Media Examiner video presentation, digital advertising certificate.